Chronicles of the Undead Frontier series. Subseries Ember Path. Book 1 First Raid. Chapter 3 Glossary. Camo jumpsuit, special clothes in green-brown colors that make you hard to see. Example, she pulled the camo jumpsuit on, closed the zipper. Cane long stick that old or injured people use to walk. Example, Zed watched her, leaning on his cane. Snorted made a loud sound through the nose, shows you don't believe or you're angry. Example, Carlos snorted. Yeah, you out there. Shot back answered very quickly and angrily. Example, then act like a real guard, Ember shot back. Darted moved suddenly and very fast to a new place. Example, then darted to a safer patch of cover. Throbbed hurt with strong, regular beats like a heart. Example, her ankle throbbed and she tried to pull free. Chapter 3. Zed's small room was quiet and cold. Morning light came through a small crack in the wall and touched Ember's face. She pulled the camo jumpsuit on, closed the zipper, and tied her boots tight. The backpack felt heavy but safe on her shoulders. Her hands did not shake now. She felt stronger. Zed watched her, leaning on his cane. Remember your water. And don't trust anyone outside, he said. His voice was rough, but Ember heard worry in it. She nodded. I'll be fine. I'll look after myself, she added. Zed gave her a long look. Good luck, Em. She opened the door and walked out. The settlement woke slowly. Smoke from fires moved in the air. People talked with tired voices. Ember walked toward the big gates, her steps firm. She felt nervous, but she didn't want to show it. 2 guards stood at the gate, tall Van Lee with his thin smile and short, wide Carlos with the angry eyes. Ember's stomach tightened when Carlos saw her. Carlos stepped right in front of her. Stop. What the hell are you doing here? He asked. Ember spoke calmly. I have work. The medic sent me to pick up herbs. Carlos snorted. Yeah, you out there. Give me a reason I should believe that. I told you the reason, Ember said. Let me go through. Carlos took a step closer. You want to go out? Then pay the gate fee. I have nothing to pay, Ember said. She tried to keep her voice soft, but she felt anger rising. This is official work. You know that. Carlos smiled, but it was not a friendly smile. I don't care. No pay, no exit. Ember's jaw tightened. Carlos, don't do this. I don't owe you anything. You can't push me around. Van Lee laughed. Oh, come on. Maybe she hides something. Make her strip. Let's see what she's got. Carlos grinned at that. Yeah. Backpack first. Clothes second. Ember stared right into his eyes. No, I'm not taking off anything. And you're not going to get into my pack. Carlos moved closer, almost touching her. You are not in charge here. I am. Then act like a real guard, Ember shot back. Her voice was low and sharp. Not like a dog. You can't take me down. Carlos's face turned red. Give me the backpack. No, Ember said again, stronger this time. You won't pull me over. Carlos grabbed the strap and pulled hard. You think you're tough. You think you can say no to me. Ember moved fast. She shoved him with all her strength. He fell back, hit the dirt, and cursed loudly. For a moment, everything was silent. Then Carlos pulled out his pistol, shaking with anger. That's it. Attack on a guard, he shouted. You're a bloody spy. Strip now or I'll shoot. Van Lee laughed loudly. Do it, Carlos. Make her do it. Fear hit Ember for one short second, but she pushed it away. She lifted her chin. I'm not doing anything for you, she said slowly. Not now. Not ever. You can't bring me down. Two other guards walked toward them, Billy and Leroy. Leroy looked at Carlos on the ground, at the gun, then at Ember. What is going on here? Leroy asked. Carlos jumped up. She attacked me. She refuses a search. Leroy looked at him with cold eyes. Your shift is over, Carlos. Go home. Right now. Carlos's face twisted with hate. I hope you die out there, he hissed at Ember. Ember walked past him slowly, never looking away. I'll dance at your funeral, she said. Billy opened the gates. Ember stepped outside. The cold wind hit her face. Here was her new workstage. No more useless drummers, no more ungrateful crowds. Only zombies, snakes, cannibals, and raiders, entertainment for every kind of taste. She stepped away from the settlement, her backpack heavy and boots crunching on dry dirt. She kept looking back. The small cluster of shacks shrank behind a low hill, and her chest tightened. Great Ember. Leaving the safe place. Don't trip up now, she whispered to herself with a small smile. A crow cawed sharply from a dead tree. Ember jumped and tightened her hand on the knife at her belt. She froze and listened. Only the wind moved the broken branches. Still, her heart beat fast. Every small sound seemed huge. The first obstacles came quickly. Broken branches lay across the path. She stepped carefully, trying not to snap them. Step lightly. You're not a hero. Just get through this, she said quietly. A rustle in the bushes made her stop. Tiny green peas or some other plant spilled to the ground. She crouched to look but saw nothing moving. Then a strange smell hit her nose. Rot. Ember wrinkled her nose. Yeah. Smell of death. Lovely morning. She forced herself to move forward. A tree nearby caught her attention. Carved into its bark was a triangle. She crouched a little and touched it. Markings. A warning or a sign. Either way, I don't want to mess with this. She shook her head and went on. A low growl came from the distance. Ember froze. Her stomach tightened. Slowly, she moved behind a thick bush. Nothing moved, but her imagination ran wild. Could be a wild dog. Or worse. Probably worse. The growl faded, and she moved around the open area carefully. Then she saw bones. Small chewed, lying in the dirt. Her stomach turned. Great. A little buffet. Yum. Ahead, a patch of grass was dark with old blood. Ember crouched low. Her mind raced. Don't panic. Don't scream. Stay away from everything. Yes, that's the plan. A loud, distant moan came on the wind. Ember froze again. She crouched and looked around. The sound was sad, frightening, and close enough to be dangerous. Lovely. Just what I needed for a morning walk. She focused on moving. Goal, reach the place. Watch. Listen. Get past everything. The smell of decay grew stronger. Ember gagged slightly but kept moving. Her hands stayed ready on the knife. Every sound made her jump, snapping twigs, rustling grass, even the wind. Seriously, Ember. Keep it together. A trail of fresh blood caught her eye, dragging off the path. She crouched to see it. Wonderful. A red carpet. And very sticky. She decided to go around it, keeping low in the taller grass. The ground ahead looked strange. A shadow moved between two broken cars. Ember froze. The moan came again, louder this time. Her hands trembled slightly. Okay, not funny anymore. Just hide out for now. She pressed herself behind a large bush, peeking carefully. Then she saw it. One figure moving slowly, dragging a leg. Its skin was pale and torn. Eyes empty but somehow looking at her. Its jaw moved, making a wet, strange sound that made her stomach twist. Ember froze for a second. Okay, Ember. Congratulations. You've run into the neighborhood welcoming committee. No hugs, only fun. The figure lifted an arm toward her. Ember swallowed hard. Well, that's new. Didn't see this in the job description, she whispered. She pressed herself against the bush, breathing fast. Knife ready. Every step had to be careful. Okay, Ems, calm down. Watch out and don't mess this up. Avoid, avoid, avoid. I'm not a hero. I just try to get through things and not get caught. The moan came again, closer. Ember's heart pounded. She moved sideways to another tray. If this thing gets me, I'll blame Zed. And maybe Carlos too. They really should point out stuff like this. The creature staggered, dragging one leg, reaching slowly. Ember felt fear, but also a rush of determination. Don't scream. Don't run blindly. Just sneak past. Come on, Em, you can figure this out. You got this. She held her breath, waited for it to turn slightly, then darted to a safer patch of cover, pressing against a tree trunk. Her hands shook, but she smiled wryly. Morning walks. Oh, what a joke, she whispered. New stage, new rules, but I'll deal with it. Same me trying to get by. She crouched low, listening. Every moan, rustle, and smell reminded her of danger, but she kept moving. Step by careful step, avoiding open ground. She was scared, yes. But she was alive. And stubborn. Very stubborn. Ember walked cautiously through the dry grass. Her boots made soft crunching sounds, and the morning sun felt cold on her skin. Every sound seemed louder than it should, the wind, loose stones, even her own heartbeat. Something is wrong. Everything feels wrong, she thought, her stomach tightening. A careful step forward, and suddenly something snapped around her ankle. Pain shot through her leg like fire. Ember cried out and fell forward, catching herself with her hands. She looked down. A wire loop. A trap. No, this can't be happening, she whispered. She grabbed the wire with shaking fingers. It cut into her skin. Her ankle throbbed and she tried to pull free. Come on, move, she said, her breath fast. But the wire didn't give. Then she heard it, a sound that made her freeze completely, a low, broken moan. Close. Too close. Her breathing stopped. Slowly, she lifted her head. A shape moved between two trees. Its movement was slow, awkward. Its arms hung like wet ropes, its skin gray and torn. Its empty eyes looked straight at her. Ember felt a cold shock run through her chest. She couldn't stop the small sound that escaped her, half gasp, half whimper. Not now. Not when I can't run. Not like this. She tried the trap again. Her fingers slipped. Her hands shook uncontrollably. Tears blurred her vision. Please move, come on, she whispered, voice breaking. The zombie moaned again, louder. It dragged one leg, scraping against the dry ground. Ember's stomach twisted violently. She pressed her hand over her mouth, forcing herself to stay quiet. Her body wanted to run, but she couldn't. The wire held her like a nailed board. Then came the smell, sickly, sweet, and rotten. It hit her like a wave. She gagged, almost vomiting. Zed, I hate you for this, she thought, but I can't let it stop me. Her knife trembled in her hand. Her heart pounded in her chest, in her head, in her fingers. The zombie stepped closer, now only a few feet away. Its mouth opened, saliva stringing down. Ember felt something inside her break, fear, shock, everything together. No, stay back, she roared. Instinct took over. With a sound between a scream and a sob, she swung the knife. The blade struck the side of its head. Ember felt the horrible crunch, bone giving way. Warm, wet matter splashed on her hand. The zombie collapsed on top of her, heavy and cold. She screamed again, pushing it away with trembling arms. Ember sat back, pressed against the ground, breathing sharp and broken. Tears ran down her cheeks. She felt dizzy, sick, and completely overwhelmed. But she was alive. After a long, painful moment, she wiped her face with the back of her hand. New stage. New rules. Same me. And I'm still dancing. Just a new dance. A deadly one, she whispered. It took her a full minute to free her foot. Her ankle hurt, but she was alive. Still shaking, she stood up, wiped her knife on the grass, and whispered, I'm not done yet. She adjusted her backpack and continued, moving carefully step by step. Eyes scanning every shadow, listening to every sound, watching for every sign of danger. Avoid. Watch. Survive. Always survive.